guys, I'm Maya.
I'm Julia.
With LineUp, welcome back. So today we're going to talk about how we travel
and how we can afford
to travel and stuff like that.
Yeah, we get so many questions. Like way too many, and it feels almost like obvious how we were able to travel. I mean, one, you need money to travel, and two, you save money to be able to travel. But people want to know how we do it.
So we're gonna break it down for you guys. First of all, you have to think about your destination. Once you pick your destination, start looking out for the cheapest flights and accommodations. For accommodation, we usually go for Airbnb because we find it's cheaper. There's more like options to save if you have an Airbnb because you can cook food at home if you don't have the budget to actually eat out 3 meals a day every day for your whole trip.
And of course, you could also check bookings.com or Hostel World. For example, when we did our Europe trip, we booked mostly hostels, and there are quite good hostels.
They are nice hostels, like there's like super fresh ones and stuff like that.
And of course, the most basic thing you do is save your money. And people ask us, how do we save money? Well, you save a lot of money by not, for example, eating out every day, not buying snacks whenever you feel like it, and just try to spend your money on valuable items and not go random shopping on Tuesday night or whatever.
Exactly.
So just like if you have an allowance, if you have a part-time job, or for us in Sweden, we get money from studying.
You should save more than half and put it into a savings account, and then you can have whatever is that's left for your monthly budget. You can do whatever you want with, as long as you do not touch your savings, because then that will make you feel better because you still have the freedom to spend your money on whatever you want during the whole month, but you have to keep it within your budget.
Basically, just prioritize your money. If you want to spend it on snacks or food or clothes or whatever, do that. But if you choose to, for example, as we do, we prefer to travel and do our shopping or whatever during our travels. We don't really shop or eat out that much here in Stockholm. We prefer having an experience abroad instead. So it's all about prioritizing. And of course, if you don't have an allowance, go get a job. I mean, we've always had part-time jobs. I had 3 part-time jobs in high school. You had 2. And of course, we earn money through YouTube. Just go get yourself out there.
Y'all gotta hustle a bit.
Y'all gotta hustle, you know? So basically, to sum up just like some general saving information, would you rather spend like $5 a day on like Cheetos and random snacks or whatever, or would you rather save those $5 every day for like 2 months? That's a lot of money, you know, and save it for a trip.
Exactly. In our case, we travel a lot, yes, and that's because, as you guys know, of course, we make money out of YouTube, but we don't touch our YouTube money. YouTubers obviously use YouTube as their main income, but we don't,
because we live at home,
another part-time job, and
as I said before, I'm studying, so I get money from school for studying because we live in Sweden.
Exactly.
And that's mom.
Yeah. So basically what we do is when we plan our like longer trips, like let's say we went to Asia last year. So we went to Tokyo, Okinawa, and Korea. So what we did was we used our YouTube money to pay for our accommodation and our flights there, because we knew that we'd make videos there, obviously. So sort of like an investment, because our videos would be super cool because they were in Tokyo, in Okinawa, and stuff like that. All pocket money was our own pocket money. For our smaller trips, like we did a trip to Portugal last year. We did it, we went to London for a few days, stuff like that. I went to Denmark. Those were all like sort of business trips. Or
so we get sponsored trips too.
Instead of maybe having an event, the brand will take a bunch of influencers to another country and let them do a bunch of stuff there. Or let's say if we have a meeting somewhere in another country, we're gonna have to go to that meeting. So it's not, if we don't use our own YouTube money for it, our management will pay for that, because it's seen as like a business trip, and it is, because we go there for a reason.
It's also important to remember that we live in Europe, and Europe is really small, but it has like so many countries, so it's super cheap to travel around Europe.
Within Europe,
yeah.
And it doesn't take long either.
Yeah,
so.
It's not as big as, for example, America. So we can travel to London, to Amsterdam, to Berlin within 1 or 2 hours, and it's really cheap. It's less than $100, and that's basically nothing.
So it really helps that we live in Europe, because we can do a lot of small weekend trips, because they won't be expensive and it won't take a lot of time. But I guess for you guys that live in like America, if you want a weekend trip to go to Paris, you can't really do that because it will take a day to go there, you know. But for us, it will take maybe 2.5 hours to get there. It's not hard for us to travel. We could drive, like we've driven like my family, we drove from Sweden to Spain, so you know, it's not really that hard.
And also, just like one question that we also get a lot is how we plan our trips, and really we don't. We just book them and then we wing it.
Yeah, so just Google about it, watch a lot of vlogs, ask your friends, and then you can kind of categorize or like see what you would want to do. So that's it, or for how we travel and stuff that we could think of that you guys would want to know. But if you guys are wondering anything else or if we forgot something, just leave them in the comments and we'll answer them. And
yeah, I mean, like, this is really basic for us. I don't even know if this is relevant, but we've received so many questions on this. I mean, it really isn't that hard. Traveling isn't that expensive as you may think. You don't have to go to like the most
it depends where you live,
yeah, of course. But you don't have to go to the most expensive, luxurious areas. I mean, just try to live as a local, which we always do.
Yes. Yeah. I did.